there's two Medicine entrance and then there's St. Mary entrance, but they said that you cannot go in any way.
Yeah, I mean the park sounds like it's out.
Yeah, it is. Welcome to day 6 of Overlanding the Northwest. Well, yesterday we had a very busy day of taking a mine tour in Wallace, Idaho, and then traveling over the famous Moon Pass into Avery, Idaho, and learning a whole bunch about the Milwaukee Railroad. We ended up crashing at a wonderful campground just outside of St. Regis, and for today's adventure, we need to start putting on some miles. So we will be heading out and heading north into the northern part of Montana. All right, well, we got camp all broken down and we're a little bit on the clock because we need to be out of our sites at 11. So, John, don't forget your CB. All right. So our plan is we are going to head into St. Regis. Our vehicles got me, John?
Gotcha.
Our vehicles are super nasty, and so we are going to head into St. Regis and we're going to wash them off because they are so incredibly dusty from all the dirt roads that we've done, and it would be nice to just not be able to get super dirty when you actually try to get something out of your vehicle. So we're gonna go rinse them off, make them look nice, and then we are going to be heading north for Glacier. Well, we just got done stopping at the gas station and getting a few supplies and a few things for ourselves. So now we are on the highway and we are heading north to Glacier. We are going to be going by Flathead Lake in that direction up to West Glacier. So we're hoping that we can hit a couple of fruit stands along the way, because I know that there's a lot of cherries up in that area, and that'll be very nice to be able to stop and get some of those. So we've got our coffee, we got our supplies, and we are heading north. Our plan was for traveling back to Wyoming was to travel on back roads only. We wanted to completely stay away from the interstate. We felt like we would get a much better experience and get to see a whole lot more unique things. Shortly after leaving St. Regis, John called over the radio with something that is going to completely change our plans for the rest of this trip.
Hey, Mr. John. I'm noticing after I hit the drive line up there when we were rock crawling that I'm getting a vibration a little over 60 miles an hour. We probably need to check that out. Maybe get a hold of a junkyard or something, or a driveline shop specialist.
Okay, buddy, sounds like a plan. I think we're only about 63 miles away from Kalispell, so we will keep it under that bad zone for speed, and then when we get there, we'll look for a shop and see if we can get you a repair.
Copy that. Thanks, John.
2 days ago, when we were on the Pine Point Trail, we were going through a pretty good rock section, having to do a lot of climbing, and this obstacle right here, when John's rear tires drop down, you can hear it. Right there is when John nicked his driveline on a rock protruding out. Now, I heard that sound, and that's when I decided to direct John to go around the obstacle instead of trying to continue to climb over, because I heard that dreadful sound of the driveline making contact. And shame on us, because John nor I climbed underneath the Jeep when we were at camp later that day to investigate what happened. And we've been traveling at speeds that have been less than 35 miles an hour, so we really didn't know about it until we started getting on highway speeds, making our way up to Glacier.
So this may be interesting what we can come up with. Hopefully we can find a shop that can either, well, we'll have to see what damage it is, because I don't know how much damage there is on that driveline. But either we'll have to replace it or see if we can get it repaired. So we'll have to see what we can do. Hopefully it's not too bad and it's not going to take us too long to get it repaired, if we have to get it repaired.
Now we have a very big problem on our hands. We actually stopped and we gathered our thoughts on the best method to take from this point, and Mandy and I started calling all the major cities to see if we can find one at a junkyard or a shop that can build John a new driveline. And the best lead that we were able to find was a shop up in Kalispell that said that they could fix John's driveline. And since we're already heading to Glacier, that was actually going to work out perfect because Kalispell is along the way. So the plan is for us to limp John along at no faster than 55 miles per hour to Kalispell, where we can get his driveline repaired. Well, at least that's what we were thinking. We successfully made it to Kalispell, limping John along at about 50 miles an hour. Now, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we were in a little bit of a rush trying to get to the machine shop to give them enough time to pull the driveline and repair it. Now, what I was thinking they could do is actually put a whole new tube on John's driveline. That's what I've done in the past, being a machinist myself and building many drivelines. So let's see what this machine shop can do for us, and hopefully we can get John repaired and we can travel at normal speeds again.
Yep, that would be it.
Well, let's see what the damage is. That's what we got going on right there.
Okay.
So, stop that. Ribbies, I think. Machine shop to see if we could get a new tube put on, because we tried calling several places to see if anybody had a whole driveline, but nobody can get us a new driveline, so we were trying to see if we can get it retubed. So the machine shop guy is taking a look at it right now and seeing what we can do.
Well, I mean, that's something over here. Why don't you come right around the other?
Go ahead, John.
Keep filming? Tell me to shut it off.
This is where our luck went from bad to worse. Now I had to stop filming because the owner of the machine shop didn't like me filming, and that's okay, I respect that. What made things go from bad to worse is the fact that he did not want to listen to me and John about retubing the driveline, but yet instead he wanted to sell us a whole new driveline that he would build from parts. He told us that John's driveline was impossible to retube, which it's not. I know, because I've built tons of drivelines being a machinist myself. Well, anyways, we waited around for about another 30 minutes while he made some phone calls, and then we just decided that it was best to move on. So we headed over to a car wash to gather our thoughts and to calm down and figure out what we wanted to do from this point on.
Well, our plans changed a little bit. We had no luck on getting the rear driveline fixed. Honestly, I was a little disappointed because I think they could have done things a little bit differently, but they did try to help us in the best way that they thought they could. So we just got done washing our vehicles off because we were sick and tired of getting super dusty and dirty every time we touched them. So much better. We are currently in Kalispell right now, and so what we're kind of thinking is John's still able to drive. It's just we can't go over 65 miles an hour, so pretty much we've been driving at a 60 mile an hour speed, and our plan was to continue or to go to West Glacier. Now I think we're going to still continue to do that plan. We are going to continue to go to West Glacier and work our way over. It's just we were hoping to have a little bit longer time in West Glacier or in Glacier itself to be able to look around and stuff, but we are not going to be able to do that because our speed has been reduced dramatically, and the fastest we can go is 60 miles an hour. So I think as of right now, as a community decision, we are going to go to Glacier and see if we can find camping, because I know Glacier's just like Yellowstone. They've got some camp spots that are kind of first come first serve, and then they've got some that are reservation only. So we've only got about a 30-40 minute drive to Glacier, and then we'll go from there and see what we can do.
With Kalispell behind us now and the whole mess of trying to get something figured out with the driveline, we were heading to Glacier finally, and we were getting excited. The scenery was starting to change around us, the mountains were starting to grow, and we were getting excited. Now, I've been to Glacier, but it was a very long time ago when I was a little kid. Now for John and Mandy, they've never been to Glacier before, so the excitement was high, and we were very excited to get into Glacier and to just slow down and start really enjoying ourselves and the scenery around us.
Hello. We need a 3-day pass.
Okay, our entry fee is $35. It's good for 7.
Okay. Alrighty.
And going to Sun Road is open 44 miles all the way over Logan Pass and way down into St. Mary.
Perfect.
It's just, you can't exit on that side.
So the ranger just told me that we can travel through Glacier Park, but we cannot exit on the east side of the park. This is not good for us. How many more things are going to go bad for us this day?
You have to come around and come back again.
Oh, okay. So that side of the park's closed.
Closed, yeah.
Okay.
Open that. There you go. 4 out.
So the only way in and out of the park is right here. That might not work for us then. Shoot. We were kind of thinking we could go through that way. Is there any way to cancel that by chance? Because we might end up just going back out that way. Because we were hoping to go through St. Mary's and then down that way to Billings. Yeah. Okay. Hey, John. They said you cannot go through the park. It's closed on the St. Mary's side. The only way in and out of the park is right here, so that won't work for us actually.
No, we will not.
So, okay, we are actually going to be we'll be turning around instead then.
She just did that.
I just paid and she said you can't go through, so we'll be turning around and we'll go back here to the West Glacier Village and we'll kind of get a game plan from there. So we just tried to go into Glacier and we were going to do the highway to Sun all the way over to St. Mary's, but the only way in and out of Glacier is right here in West Glacier. So that's not going to work for us because we were hoping to come out in St. Mary and go through the res and then drop down towards Billings. But the res has got the border closed, so that is not going to work for us. So we are going to go back to West Glacier, take a look at the map, and see where we want to go from there. Because we would be doing a lot of backtracking if we went into Glacier. So, boy, this is going to be awfully fun trying to find a campsite tonight.
The reason why we are having so much difficulty with the park on the east side being closed is because this all took place right when COVID was starting to hit at its thickest, and a lot of places were closing due to quarantine.
St. Mary entrance, but they said that you cannot go in any way.
Yeah, I mean, the park sounds like it's out.
Yeah, it is. So I don't know if we can go from here to East Glacier and then go into the res that way. I don't know.
What do you mean into the res?
Well, because you see there's the border right there.
Okay. Well, they're probably not going to let you in that way.
I don't know. We need it. Maybe if we talk to somebody at the gas station.
Maybe, but it seems like we'd have to backtrack.
Okay. Come on over, John. I'll tell you while I'm fueling up. Yeah, I went in and talked to him. So, Mandy. So, I asked her, I said, can you go to Browning and then to be able to get to Great Falls? They said, yes, you can, but you cannot get out of your car. So if we can go in and we can go through, but if we're in the res and we are caught out of our vehicle, it is a jail time. So we need to make sure we gas up, we pass through, we keep going. We won't be able to find a camp spot until we are beyond the res.
Why do we want to go that way so importantly?
Because we would have to go all the way back down to pretty much Missoula to get over to go east.
So do we want to backtrack 4 hours or do we want to keep pushing forward?
That way would be more of a push towards home than it is to go back that way. So we just stock up on fuel if we need to do a jerry can. Like, even though that thing sucks.
And we couldn't use that much fuel.
No, I think if we go from here, we can make it all the way to Great Falls on a tank of gas, no problem.
It's 3 hours away to Great Falls or Helena, either way.
Yeah.
60-mile-an-hour speed.
We're looking at maybe 4 or 5.
And the thing is, also, like, it's either we're gonna have to find camp on Google Earth somehow, somewhere, because campsites will be closed by the time we come in to camp, or we kind of get over there. Which I'm fine. I'm fine doing some digging around and seeing what we can find. But
or we try to make a reservation somehow.
Yeah.
We can find us back that way and then start heading back tomorrow.
It'd be great to make some time today. I mean,
That's kind of how I feel.
I think my slowness is going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Which way we going?
I mean, I don't care as long as we can get through.
honestly, I think we're best to still go this way.
Like I said, as long as we can get through.
Because we'll spend at least half a day burning to go down that way to try to go that way. You know?
Yeah, I guess I don't realize how far west we are.
Yeah. So I'll put gas in and then we'll head that way and we won't stop until we get off the res or we see a sign saying leaving res.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
So, okay. So that's the plan. That's what we're going to be doing. Ooh, $2.65. Gas is pricey here. All right, we are fueled up. And we are now heading to East Glacier. And we are going to try to go across the res and make our way somewhere on the other side of the res to find camp, because if we get out of our vehicles, that won't be good. That won't be good. So, all this COVID-19 thing going on, jeez.
Wish us luck.
Wish us luck, yeah. I mean, we've got food, we've got full of gas, so yeah.
If I can get signal.
Or yeah, if we can get signal, we'll try to find us a camping spot. So, but hey, this is all part of the adventure, right? You just roll with all the unexpected. That's what makes it so exciting. But even though we're not going into Glacier, we still get some pretty daggone amazing views, because we're going to be driving on the outskirts of Glacier Park. So yeah. Hey, how's your sticker collection coming along since the trip?
Good.
Yeah? Nice. Oh, and the moose.
And the moose.
Alrighty, well, we'll see how we do. 69 miles to Browning, so.
Can this day get any more interesting? And can luck finally come around for us? With John's driveline being damaged, and with a top speed of 55 miles per hour before vibration, this is why it was so critical for us to try to continue moving forward through the Indian reservation versus backtracking a half a day, because now with the slower speeds that we have to travel, we have to make forward progress every day in order to make it back home in enough time for scheduled things that we can't miss. But for now, let's just sit back and enjoy ourselves as we travel along Glacier National Park and make our way through the Indian Reservation.
Well, we just passed through Browning, and actually it wasn't as bad as we were told. There definitely was signs in front of a lot of the stores. They are allowing you to stop and get gas. Masks required, but it was not as big of a deal as we were told, so that was definitely a plus. But on the downside is John's maximum speed is about 55 to 58 miles an hour, so we are slow going. We are very slow going. So, oh.
Got somebody coming, John. Don't pass.
Ooh, okay. Sorry, there's a truck here taking its sweet time. So,
In 1 mile, keep right.
So, we're gonna have, I think, probably about another hour's drive or more before we can get to a point of finding camp. And it's gonna be one of those days that we're gonna be coming into camp late. Probably dark.
Well, it's 7.
Yeah, it's 7 right now, so yeah, we're gonna be coming in at
70 miles to go.
so yeah, so hey, it's all for adventure, right?
Yeah, that's
So
right.
it's alright, we're going with the flow of what we can do. I'll tell you what though, where the res is, this is absolutely gorgeous high plains
Did you pass
country.
that truck yet?
No, sir.
Yeah. Oh, they're pulling over for us. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, there's just a fork up here. 89 goes to the right.
Yes, go to the right.
Alright.
Alright.
Perfect.
Okay.
So, we'll see you guys in a while, hopefully at a decent camp spot.
Told you.
Did you have a bad experience with double stick or something? We made it. We made it to Shoto. Oh my gosh, what a drive. What an adventure today. You know, here we thought we were going to be able to go into Glacier, but Glacier on the reservation side is completely shut off. Only one way in and one way out, which, you know, we had no clue. We tried asking a whole bunch of people. I guess the best way to go about it is we should have called a ranger station to see what the park was like. But you know, sometimes the best adventure is when you just go for it and you don't prep for everything. So if you try to make plans and prep for everything, then how is that an adventure? So, but anyways, we're here. We landed. Awesome, awesome scenery. I mean, it's not bad. So we decided to crash at the city park. It's free camping, and there is nobody over here on this side. So we're gonna take it, and we're gonna get some food going because it's been a long day. We're starving. But what a good day. It was a good day, full of adventure. And we traveled, I think they calculated we did over 200 some miles today at 55 miles an hour. That was about the fastest we could go. That's about the fastest John's Jeep will allow us to go before he gets a lot of bad vibration. So I guess I guess that's all we can do, and we'll just slowly make our way back home. So we just decided to change up our plan a little bit, and what we're going to be doing is we got to stay on the 2-track as long as we can, because it's just a little too dangerous to get on the interstate and only be going 55 miles an hour. So we've been routing it out, and what we came up with is we're going to make our way over to Livingston, and then from Livingston drop down into Yellowstone National Park, our back door. So this is still going to be a great adventure going home, because we love going through Yellowstone. Well, anyways, I'm going to get camp set up so we can get some food in us and set up our bed for the night. So thank you everyone for coming along on our exciting adventure today. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and until next time, we'll see you on the next adventure.